So the next piece of news we're going to talk about, Inter Miami got a new recruit, a buddy of Lionel Messi, Sergio Busquets, Jordi Alba. Luis Suarez has joined Inter Miami. And does this automatically make them the new favorites to win MLS next season, do you guys think?
Yes.
I mean, they were the favorites, I think, before he joined. They should be the favorites still, but not because he joined. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I mean, the story from... He said it himself, and I don't know if this was part of his... attempt to get out of Gremio. Because remember, he was trying to get out of that contract early so he could join Messi when Messi first got there. But he said he has to get an injection in his knees before the games. And afterwards, for like 2 or 3 days after, he can't play with his kids.
Right.
That's how bad his knee is. Now, you bring that guy to a league that's very physical, involves a ton of travel, and plays on turf sometimes. How many games is it? What's the over/under on how many games Luis Suarez is going to play?
Yeah, I think we talked about this briefly when that story came out. So if he can play realistically more than half the games, and he played very well in Brazil.
He did. He was the leading scorer for them.
So you would expect that the drop off can't be that terrible.
I don't think he's going to be a bad player. I don't think he's going to be terrible. But a guy who plays. I honestly think 15 games should be the over/under.
Okay.
And my feeling is that it's going to be under. I'll say 15 and a half.
Is that just in MLS, or you think cup games as well, only 15?
I'll say just MLS.
Okay. Yeah, I think...
Because I think Leagues Cup... to be honest with you, I think Championship Cup, CONCACAF Championship Cup, Champions Cup, Leagues Cup, it's too many cups. It's a lot. It's like my bedside table. It's too many cups. My wife's going to get mad at you. I feel like maybe Inter Miami prioritizes. Why couldn't I speak there for a second? Prioritizes them because of the more global eyes that'll be put on it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I don't know if it makes sense now with MLS being a global broadcast brand.
I think the interesting thing here, as far as how much he's going to play, and also even how much is Messi going to play, because of Copa America. They're both Uruguay and Argentina are going to be playing, obviously, in Copa America.
Is Luis Suarez back in Uruguay's plans?
Yeah,
though?
yeah.
He hasn't been?
I would expect he
hasn't
play.
been?
Really, he hasn't.
No.
At all.
Bielsa has not called him in.
Oh, okay, so
they've kind of moved on from him, but maybe there's a chance
maybe
they
get. So yeah. I think for the most part, I would kind of expect if he could play 25 to 30 matches, that is in all competitions or whatever.
Any player gets that, you're happy, right? With injuries and
so we kind of
Are you talking about all competitions?
All
25?
competitions,
okay,
yeah.
Actually,
so which is fairly low.
That's actually a bit more reasonable.
So look, I think we're he's gonna be. What is it? When on a minutes restriction, kind of you would have to probably
load management.
Do what do with LeBron, and people get upset. They
they
don't get to see their players play. So I don't know. I don't think especially because how well he played in Brazil. I'm not too worried that there's going to be a huge problem per se. I think there is obviously a lot of travel with MLS. I mean, I would assume they are going to be as careful as possible with him, and it's also not a thing where they desperately need him in all these games. They have Leo Campana, and who's a very obviously clearly competent striker and will do very well. I wonder how they're gonna manage.
You're not selling tickets with Leo Campana though.
Yeah, they don't need. It doesn't matter if Messi wasn't there and Suarez was. They ain't selling a bunch of tickets either. They're selling more, but not like the Messi numbers. Like
Messi is.
What's happening with Messi? And 2024 is gonna be fascinating with these away games. I mean, the game at Arrowhead Stadium for Sporting Kansas City.
That's what I was actually about to look up, was the capacity of Arrowhead.
And I was seeing some of the cheapest tickets are something like $350.
Bro, they're making money.
At Arrow, this is like 60,000 people.
76,000.
76,000, and the cheapest seat, $350. That's insane.
And they're gonna sell it.
They're gonna sell it. That's the shameful thing. But I understand for maybe not for the league or Messi even being there or calling it a cash grab or whatever, but the owners individually are like, Yes, cash grab it up, okay? grab. We want.
Yeah.
They got the.
Are you suggesting there's other cash to grab? Because I will do that.
Okay, it's Mr. Krabs.
Yeah.
You want to grab? Put money in these little pincers.
Give me more of those poor people's money.
Okay, so
find me a bigger stadium in Kansas
the idea,
City.
the idea of moving the game out of Children's Mercy Park to the bigger stadiums is. Or at least what we're sort of told.
I hope the season ticket holders just get a ticket for the game.
I believe, the season tickets are the holders are fine, but then for they basically say like we're gonna attract all the new potential supporters and fans because Messi's here, and
because that's how it works. A casual fan's gonna be like, I think I want to support that guy that Messi's running past.
because
I think I want to buy season tickets for that.
Because the idea could be, imagine if they made the tickets, $60, let's say.
But why would you do that?
I understand, but imagine you would get people that are like,
that's financially irresponsible. I'm not gonna lie to you. And for U.S. soccer, I mean, there's not many.
Because we all know U.S.
This
soccer
isn't like Real Madrid playing Messi, and you're like, oh, how dare you charge $300? It's just Sporting Kansas City.
They would attract fans of Sporting Kansas City, more Sporting Kansas City fans than just Messi fans. And it would be, you would still have a lot of pink jerseys in the stadium, but you would definitely fill the stadium. You would definitely have that easier connection to potential fans to get season tickets to watch games at Children's Mercy Park. So that's kind of like the hope. But I'm suggesting $60, but to go to nearly $400 for the cheapest ticket.
I mean, look, unfortunately, that's what the demand is, no? And
it is unfortunate. It is unfortunate.
Yeah.
That's like the shame. They can sell it for that much, and they will.
And they will.
And realistic,
which is like, isn't that what like a Liverpool season ticket costs? Like $300, isn't it?
Yeah, it's wild. So look, these owners of these MLS teams where Inter Miami is visiting, they're going to make probably maybe two seasons worth of profit.
Yeah.
In this like one game, and that's what they're doing. They're taking that opportunity.
This is their version of like the FA Cup when like a small club gets a chance to get like a large 45% of like the tickets from like the big gate from like playing one of the Premier League games. That the amount of money that is like 3 years worth of their income in one game. That's what this is going to be for Sporting Kansas City.
Yeah, they basically, I guess all the owners had to agree with whatever rules they had to sort of bend to even have Messi on board, right? I'm sure maybe not the MLS rules per se, but the giving a percentage of the Apple subscription, the MLS.
Doesn't Messi make a cut of the gate?
I don't know.
That was rumored.
I know
Probably.
I know it's merchandise. I don't know if
subscriptions,
it's paid, but the subscription. So the owners, I'm sure, had to have some sort of say involved. So they're like, all right, this is how we're gonna get our money back.
You know what? They should make it transparent for the fans. Like, it's like Messi makes a cut of the gate, so it's $280. There's a $60 Messi tax.
Messi tax.
You know what I mean?
Just put it right on there.
Put it on there, bro. Hey, don't blame me.
I'd be more. I like respect that more from Ticketmaster if they just told me there was a Messi tax right there on the ticket, rather than all these wild ass fees.
So it's a $45 ticket to go see my favorite band and a $120 processing fee.
Okay, interesting.
Shipping. I'm getting it emailed.
Okay, Jesus. All right. So I wonder as far as like how the team is gonna play.
I was gonna say on the field. How do you think it's
on the
gonna
field?
affect them?
I don't think we mentioned this yet, but Julian Gressel signing for Inter Miami, I think is what a signing.
If he plays right back, they're going to be great. Although they already have Yedlin.
He's a wing.
He'll probably be a midfielder.
He's a wing back. He's going to play probably right mid, but which he did that's basically what he did at Atlanta. And but the amount of crosses this man is going to be sending into Luis Suarez, he's
like a factory that works for a church. Just nothing but cross.
Never heard that one before. Did not hear that one before.
Just nothing all day. Punch
factory
in, cross.
That works for a church. Damn, bro. I mean, Wow. I mean, I think Pope Francisco gonna walk right in here and be like, Alexis, do you want to be one of our cardinals?
Papal over here.
My goodness. So that's kind of what I'm excited about. They traded away Kamal Miller, which is a little bit of a concern. But this is the issue with Inter Miami. Inter Miami, when they're scrolling through transfer market, and they're like, "Yo, I think this guy might be a good fit," and they call him, they're like, "Yes, what?
Yeah.
Who is this? Yes."
They'll call a player and they're like, "We can only pay you MLS money." They're like, "No, I don't want to go." And then the phone rings again. It's like, "Hello, this is Messi. I want you to come here. I'll do it for free. I'll do it for free."
Have you heard of the Messi tax?
Yeah, yeah. It's your salary is in my pocket.
It comes directly to me. Okay, so they are still making a couple moves. I just saw a player potentially from Pumas. I think might be coming to Inter Miami. So they're gonna be fine. I think realistically, Major League Soccer is gonna do everything in their power to set them up to succeed.
You need Messi in the playoffs.
You need Messi in the playoffs. So we can expect that. What happens in the playoffs? Who knows? You know, I mean, you have the 3-game first round, but which you would expect Inter Miami to go through, but you never know. And we saw, when we saw Messi against Charlotte ended up winning 1-0, right? I believe. Mm-hmm. And that could happen in the playoffs. There could be a lot of disappointment. So this might be Messi's last year, and so you got to capitalize as much as possible.
Go out big.